right, just a few more practice problems together today in order of our operations, and then we will have you work on your homework for today. So I'm going to start off with number 9. And remember, PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. And remember, it's left to right. It doesn't always have to be multiply and add first. It could be divide and multiply, subtract and add it. It would still be the same thing. So let's look at this. Number 9, we have multiply, subtract, and divide. So I'm going to multiply these guys together first. And remember, I'm going to only do one step at a time. I'm going to rewrite the whole rest of the problem underneath each time. So it's focusing on just one simple part of the problem first. Now, I don't really know what 13 times 4 is off the top of my head. So let's go and do that. So 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So we do 52, and I'm going to rewrite the rest of the problem, minus 2 divided by 8. Okay, so divide comes next. 72 divided by 8 I know is 9. So I'm going to write 52 minus 9. And then when I subtract, I get my final answer of 43. Okay, let's do number 10. So we have divide, we have add, and we have multiply. So I'm going to do this one first. 16 divided by 2 is 8 plus 8 times 3. Now I have to do multiply next. 8 plus 24. And my answer, when I add these two together, would be 32. The next one, or the next set of practice problems, have some parentheses, and we have to do those first. Solve for what's inside of there, rewrite the problem underneath, and then continue on with our order of operations. So I'm going to do 21 minus 6, and I know that's 15. 30 divided by 15 times 4. Okay, so here's where that example that I was talking about earlier, left to right, comes into play. Just because multiply is listed first in our order does not mean we have to do this first. We have to do 30 divided by 15 first, which is 2, and we're left with times 4, and our answer would be 8. Okay. Next one, 12, or problem number 12. 6 times 7 divided by 6 plus 8. We have 14 over here, divided by 7 times 6. And now we do left to right. So 6 times 7 is 42, divided by 14. When we do 42 divided by 14, we get 3 as our answer. Okay. We're going to do the last 4 problems here really quick, and then you will be free to go on and finish your homework for today. So let's do, well, this comes first in our order of operations. So 16 times 5, do it off to the side. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So I'm going to do 88 minus 80, plus 2 minus 3. And now I'm just going to go left to right. So 88 minus 80 is 8. Plus 2 minus 3. 8 plus 2 is 10 minus 3, and we're left with 7 as our answer. Next one, 2 plus 6 is our first step because that's in parentheses. Simplify that down, and we get 8 divided by 2 plus 4 times 3. I see divide and multiply, so I'm going to do those two guys first, one of them at a time. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Plus 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 plus 12. And I get 16 as my answer. Now the next two have some exponents for us to solve, so we have to do those first. So 4 to the third power. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4. If 16 times 2 is 32. I wonder what 16 times 4 would be. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So 64 minus 24 divided by 8. 64 minus 3 is what that comes down to. And we are left with 61 as our answer. Then we have 100 divided by 5 to the second, or 5 squared, times 4 cubed. Well, we know 4 cubed is 64. So I'm going to rewrite 100 divided by 5 squared. That is 25. 5 times 5 times 64. Okay, now those look like they're going to be big numbers, but I think if we do this part first, since that's left to right, we'll get our numbers a little bit smaller here, because 25 times 64 sounds a little daunting to me. 100 divided by 25, 4. We know that there's 4 quarters in a dollar. 4 times 64, do that off to the side. 4 times 4 is 16. 6 times 4 is 24. 25, add 1. We get 256 as our answer. All right, you are free to move on to your homework for today. It is in your new textbook, page 447, numbers 18 through 25. Page 447, 18 through 25, and let's just go over a few of the problems here quickly. So you're doing your basic order of operations ones like we were just practicing here, and you get to explore creating your own order of operations expression like up here. So it says admission to a circus is $16 for adults and $8 for children. Write an expression to find the total cost of 3 adult tickets and 8 children's tickets. What I would hint at is use parentheses. Use parentheses in yours because I would group certain groups that are mentioned in this and their price together inside of parentheses. Okay, and then finding the total cost. Think about how you would add those together. Hint, hint, add those together in order to find your answer. So you have to build the expression, write an expression, and then find your answer. So your answer should have 2 parts to it. One that looks like one of these up here. That's your expression that you're writing. And then the answer with a label. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Page 447, 18 through 25.